Grüezi and welcome to a new Let's Play of Green Hell, a survival game set in the Amazonian rainforest. Now, I've played this game, I would say, quite extensively already before, so I'm familiar with the mechanics and like how not to die, basically, because it's not that easy once you start off. But yeah, I'm going to go for a new survival mode. There's a story which is pretty good. I would recommend that you get it yourself and check it out. I don't want to spoil anything, but yeah, it's really well done. So yeah, for a survival, I'm going to go for a let's go for the hardest difficulty here. And this is my other save slots. I'm gonna go for those two save slots. Let's actually delete them. I don't quite need them. Let's go for the bottom one for now. So it is a stunningly beautiful game made by Creepy Jar Studios, I guess. And it is also relatively realistic. The only part that I would suggest is not very realistic is the whole crafting. Like, you can make a stone axe in seconds, which is not very realistic. Something that, by the way, a game called The Long Dark does much better, where even the crafting is pretty realistic. That takes a significant amount of time. So in a bit, we're going to be dropped in a random place. I think it's fully random. In a random place in the jungle, and we have to survive. So, first and foremost, in the bottom left, you see a head symbol. This depicts my sanity. Sanity has a value from 0 to 100, and if your sanity gets too low, you start hearing voices, and even if it gets really bad, you start being attacked by imaginary tribespeople. Then the upper bar is health, and the lower bar has two things to it. The full one is how much energy you can have, like your maximum energy, and the kind of slightly yellow one is the current energy. So if I sprint, for example, it is depleting, as you can see. All right, then there's also things we can do here, like we can pick up this liana. It's going to be used for ropes. In a jungle situation, there is usually like a lot of things that you can take. We can also take this vine here. It's not going to be used for anything, but it's in the way because I want this liana. So let's just open our backpack here quickly. I don't need those. That was this brown vine I just collected. But yeah, we have 5 different tabs here. We have the tools, which currently I have none, which is one of our first things we have to do. We have ropes and large sticks and small sticks. Here we will have anything like miscellaneous. Then here's everything food related, and finally fire starting stuff. So let's just circle this tree and see whether we get anything else useful. More vines here. There's also vines here. Audio cues are very important. So hearing flies means there's some dead animal here. I can collect maggots, but I'm not going to do that because I'm not going to need that anytime soon. For now, I'm just going to take all the vines here and look for more things to take. We have a feather that's potentially useful because we can make an arrow out of that. Give me that vine. Come on. These trees are a bit annoying to take things from because of the brown vines. They're kind of in the way. There are also sticks on the floor. So I just found 2 small sticks and a larger stick. So what we need now is to make an axe of some sort. And the easiest way to do that is finding a stone with which we can make our first axe. There's a lot of lianas around here. Quite nice. We might also find some nuts on the floor here. Ooh, also, these are excellent mushroom. So when you start out the game, you just pick up random stuff like mushrooms like these, and you don't know what they do. So if I hover over that now, it says unknown mushroom decays in a certain number of time. You can now eat that to find out what it does, so it gives me 2 carbs and 10 energy. They are great because of the energy aspects. So It now replenished everything energy-wise we already lost. And as you can see, as you saw before, we also regained carbs. So if I use a button here, I can look at my watch, and this watch kind of keeps track of my vitals. So we have 4 things we need to track. We have proteins in the upper left, we have carbs in the upper right, we have fats in the lower left, and water in the lower right. Water depletes the fastest, so we need to find a way to get water as quick as possible. But for now, I'm just going to collect some more sticks and look for a stone. The stone is our next objective. So we're already full on ropes. That was very quick. That is faster than I think I have ever done this. There's also a lot of animals walking around here. You see there's some capybaras, and I don't even know how they're called. Kind of pigs. And also, I have no clue where in the jungle I am. There is a scroll function where I can see the time and the coordinates as well as a compass here. But since I don't have a map right now, this doesn't really tell me anything. So we have water here, but it is dirty. We can't just drink that. The safest way is to boil the water in a container over a fire in order to, get clean water. There's also a mystery snail. We could eat that, but, just like in real life, if you wouldn't eat it, it's probably a good idea not to eat it in the game as well. So, I'm still looking for rocks. Also, we have some more mushrooms, and for those I already know, these are safe to consume. I will also eventually eat things that you're not supposed to eat when I have the means to heal myself from any kind of affliction that might occur. There might be stones up here. But yeah, I mean, doing it right now could mean that I might just die, and that would be a very sad start of a series, right? Yellow mushrooms also pretty great because they give you some energy. There we go, that's the first stone. So what you can always do is right click on any object basically, and for stones especially, you harvest them and get smaller stones. Now I can go to what is called the crafting place here, where I can drag a couple of objects over and make tools. Like I can make a simple axe, which is enough for now, because there is something also for leveling up skills. So using axes a lot will increase my skill with axes, making them last longer and need less hits for something to, well, be felled. Also, I saw something here in the distance, and this is something we need to keep an eye out. So there are certain plants that stand out, and this one is one of them. So I'm gonna take that. We can do, I'm not even sure how many things with that, but one of the things that I want to do is harvest in order to get something to be able to start a fire. We have now fiber. It would help if I figured out where I was. I mean, I recognize this area, but I have no clue where in the world we are. What I just picked up is wood resin. You can make good torches with those. And maybe some other things that I don't remember. So for now, we might as well make a spear and basic protection. Let's do that, yeah. But I'm actually in a coconut area, so... Or palm tree, I should say, but that's usually where coconuts spawn. Ooh, another stone. Nice. Finding stones can be rather tricky in the beginning. Going towards rock formations like these is usually a good place to find them. Oh, another one. Oh, and another one. Nice. Come on. You need a lot of stones early on. And I have now 11, 11 stones. And one thing we should definitely also do is make a stone blade. In order to cut animals open, we're gonna need the blade. So, we also have banana leaves here. How many sticks do I have? Only 2. That's not gonna be enough. You know what? Let's get over to that side and chop down a tree. Because then I'm gonna make myself the first protection. More sticks. So you just whack away the tree until it falls. This also consumes stamina, so I have to be careful with that. Alright, so different trees give different amount of logs. So we have these two big logs here, which I think I'm not going to need for the moment. We have large sticks, or let's say sticks. Small sticks up here in the front somewhere, probably. No? No small sticks? Alright. But then we have long sticks, which can also be quite useful. And this is something we are going to use right now. So I'm going to right-click that right now, craft, and put my stone blade up here, along with a rope to make myself a spear. That also means I should make another stone blade in order to be able to harvest animals. Another thing I can do with a long stick is make a bow with just a rope and a long stick. So now I should rearrange that a little bit so it's what I always use. Perfect. And in the fourth slot I will have something that I don't know yet. So we also constantly discover new blueprints. If I go to my book here, I see a lot of hints of what I can craft. For example, that's my skills here. Currently I have only 6 skill in axes and nothing else. I see things for health related things, herbs, tools. So yeah, whenever we discover something, we will find new blueprints, what we can do with those things. And we will go over that a little bit later. For right now, I think I'm just going to harvest the logs, because this is going to give me a lot of sticks. And another thing I'm going to need now is banana leaves. This in order to create our first protection. And I would suggest you do that as early as possible, because it will save you a lot of trouble later on. You will need 4 leaves. Let's just bring that back here. Perfect. So let's take that, craft, throw in a couple of sticks, 2 ropes, and get ourselves some stick armor. I guess we don't need a plank. Perfect. Let's do that again. Because we have 4 limbs that we need all protection. For some reason it always makes them the wrong alignment here. 2 more. I'm gonna need to pick up the other sticks there from the floor, but I think that's gonna be just fine. And we're just gonna make it with rope. Alright, turn. Perfect. Will give me those sticks. Nice. And then we craft ourselves the last one. Stick armor. Very useful. So currently it doesn't have space, so I'm just going to throw it on the floor. But what you can do now is go to the inspect mode. You can inspect all 4 limbs of yours, and if you have armor you can also put it on. Oops, I just dropped it. Oh well. Whenever you get injured, you should immediately inspect your body and apply any kind of healing so that you don't die of an open wound, basically. Alright, I think I don't need to take the plank with me, so I'm just gonna leave this. Maybe I'm just gonna harvest this one up as well in order to get myself the sticks. It's gonna be useful. I want to get some more ropes because I used up everything right now. Also more stones, but I think I'm already carrying enough right now, so I'm not gonna bother. Another thing we're going to need if we want to make a fire is a fire starter. Actually, we already have a plank. I guess it picked it up automatically. Get out of there. So yeah, we're gonna need to be able to start a fire, and in order to do that we need make a fire starter, and the easiest way to do that is with 2 sticks and 2 ropes, giving you the tribal fire starter. Now there's also other recipes in the book already. They're a bit weaker, and you can eventually discover a tribal fire starter in the wild from tribes people, but yeah, I'm not gonna bother with that. Right now, we still need to find a way to get water. And for that, we are going to need coconuts. So I'm going to be walking around these palm trees in hopes of finding coconuts, either in the trees or on the floor. It might also be that it's not exactly in your spawn location, because I think it only kind of reloads / respawns when you get a distance away from it. There's an animal that we just scared away. Any more palm trees? There's one. No, we seem to have already left the palm tree area. Let's look at our stats quickly. So we could use some water and basically everything. So let's just eat some mushrooms for now. Oh, there's more. Nice. I can, if I wanted to, always drink the dirty water. I can actually, let's do that quickly. Just to show you what happens. I can also wash myself. That's gonna come in later. Okay, I didn't get parasites, but let's do that again. There we go, 2 parasites. Parasites will cause my sanity to drop and my food stats to lower quicker. Luckily, there's a way to fix that, and you could have guessed it because I wouldn't do it if I just didn't have a solution to that. Eating those red mushrooms actually removes a parasite, and the same is true for those one here, the blue ones. They even remove 2 parasites. Alright. So I am at a waterfall. What direction am I facing? North. Okay, that doesn't really tell me all that much. I still need to be able to get a map. Ooh, I spotted some fruits. So these are also pretty great. Basically, these are oranges, or maybe tangerines or something, but they're safe for consumption. Give a good deal of carbs and hydration. Pretty nice. So this plant also stands out, and we can cut it down for something that we could use, but I don't quite know what it is. And at this stage, I think it's not all that useful yet. We still need ourselves some coconuts. And I do see palm trees down there, so maybe let's try to get down there somehow. Okay, this is a winding river, so I have a clue where we might be. Although I don't remember the cliffs. Running, like I just did, can be very dangerous because there might be snakes or spiders on the floor that you will only hear before you see it, usually. And you don't want to get bitten by a snake, let me tell you. What was that? Yeah, I wanted to go and look for coconuts here. Anything in the trees? Ooh, I'm sliding. Doesn't look like. I mean, I did just drink from the river, so I guess I'm fine for the moment, but I still would like to get at least into a position where we can get water if we wanted to. Also, what time is it? It is already getting late, so maybe we should consider setting up a camp. And actually, here's a position that has a lot of space, so maybe let's do that. The easiest form of encampment is, if we go to the notebook here, the hut shelter. Let's do one of those. Actually, yes. And another thing we might need is a cover for the fire, because right now it's raining. We can't have a fire if it rains. So in order to fix that, a small shelter is going to help us here. We can't really put this here because of the plants. Let's cut down some plants then. This is going to give us a small leaf pile that we can then use to let it dry and to start a fire. So my axe just broke because it has a very poor durability once you start the game, but eventually you're gonna get better at it. So you need a good access to stones and sticks to start the game. Let's just cut that one down as well. Then I think there should be enough space for this construction. Perfect. Small shelter. There's still not enough space. That's curious. Oh, there. And possibly also the mushroom. So, would you eat that? Let me know in the comments. But I'm not going to. Oh, okay, it's gone. I will eventually eat it, but yeah, not a good idea. So, okay, we can now see we need 2 logs, a couple of sticks here. Let's actually put those in already. We don't have any more. Now we need to cut down some trees. That is why I should start doing this as long as there's still daylight, because doing that in the dark can be quite difficult. Okay, we have 2 logs. Let's get those in as quickly as we can. Then there should also be longer sticks. But first we get the normal sized sticks here. We're gonna need long sticks, but I don't quite know yet. Yeah, there for the big one. There's also some small sticks. We're gonna need those for the fire. Yeah, let's throw those in. Takes a lot of things to make a good encampment, and yeah, you should not underestimate how much time it requires. It's already getting darker, as you can tell. So these trees also drop some vines. And if you're lucky, we're not even losing any things, because sometimes they fall into hard to reach places, and that kind of loses you the opportunity to use that piece of wood. Come on, let me pick it. Let me pick it. There we go. Long stick and, come on, long stick. 1, 2, and then a third one there eventually. So let's also collect the logs. Put them here for now. I'm not gonna need them right now, but maybe we'll come back and eventually have a use for them. So we need more long sticks. The best way to get long sticks, by the way, is going for those like a little smaller trees. Like this is a longer and fatter tree. These ones are gonna give me 2 sticks. Oops, didn't want to do another hit there. These animals really creep me out. Perfect, let's also put some ropes, and then we need palm leaves. Palm leaves are usually everywhere. Here we go. It's actually a great one because this one also has dry leaves, as it looks like. Oops. Get all the palm leaves. Come on. There we go. Might actually get difficult to finish this before nightfall. I need a little more, and I will need to cut this down as well. At least our energy is still okay because of the mushrooms we took. People in the community tend to call these kind of the Viagra mushrooms for obvious reasons, because you can just go longer with it. There we go, that's finished. We will need the other ones over here, so let's get them collected there. It's getting pretty dark, I can barely see anything right now. I guess for you it's not any different. I apologize for that. I'm gonna have a fire as soon as I can. Oh, also you see in the top right, we have leeches now. So we can go to inspect mode, toggle our visibility for the armor, and there they are, the buggers. Just need to pull them off. Also in the lower left you see a status symbol with a 1 next to it. That means we are dirty. Eating at a stage where you're dirty increases your chance of getting, I think, parasites it is. We will need 1 more tree after this. There's a big one. This one. Last one. Let's get the big ones in again. Use the last one probably from the side because it's easier to access. By the way, that kind of snake sound we just heard was from a... I think they're called iguana, right? So nothing dangerous. But potentially food. I think we might need more ropes. Come on, let me go there. Yeah, we need 2 more ropes. Any trees with ropes? Doesn't look like it. By the way, the rain also has an effect on my cleanliness, so you should see my dirt disappearing. So since there's no trees where I can grab vines, actually there's one there. Don't run in the dark, not a good idea. Come on. Yes, I should have started this base earlier, huh? It's already 8. There we go. Now we need palm leaves. What? 26? That's a lot of palm leaves. I haven't made this in a long time. I usually go for other types of constructions. But that means we're gonna need to cut down more of the palm. Over here's one. Collect all the palm leaves. It's probably a very inefficient shelter because, I mean, I think there's one that requires much less leaves. But more logs. Okay, so maybe it's more difficult from that perspective. We're gonna need more long sticks, it looks like. And this is, I guess, yeah, that's also one. My axe is gonna break any second. Give me that palm. Okay, now we just need 2 sticks, and I think one we still have somewhere. Yes, this one. That means, and 1 more tree. A lost tree. This is a thick one. That's also a thick one. Might as well go for it because I don't see anything closer anyway.
Stupid piece of shit.
Yeah, he swears. Might as well make a better axe at this point with 2 ropes. With 1 rope, 2 stones. Has usually a little bit better durability than the other one. So, okay, we're gonna have a liana here, liana there, this one here, and then the long sticks somewhere. Where is it? Here. I've also spotted something very vital for survival, and I'm gonna get it right away. You should always keep a lookout for these plants, because they can be used as bandages. And in a jungle situation, this is a very useful thing. Let's collect the sticks, we're already full. Alright, so also a good place to save the game. So you have to have a construction in order to save the game. And what we're gonna do now is make a fire. Again, this is a construction, so a lot of materials needed. So finally now we can make a fire, but since we don't have anything to cook or anything, we could fry the snail. But then again, I'm not that keen on eating that. That's more like a backup plan. So many leaves. Maybe let's put one out here. We don't quite need that. There we go. That can dry there as well. So with the Molineria leaves... Oh shit, I should not have done that. I wanted to craft, because that would give you a bandage. I got fiber, so that's also fine. We can start a fire with that. But bandages, more useful. Oh, we did get also Molinero flowers. We can eventually plant those, but that's quite some distance away. Same goes for this one. So, we have the fire. We still need coconuts. I haven't seen any, and maybe we should just sleep. It is late. Let's just check our stats. We still have water. Do we have any foods left? We can drink from the river and cure ourselves with the mushrooms. For now, I think that's alright. Drink. We have 2 mushrooms, so that should be fine. But we're full on water, so that's fine. You go away, I don't want you. Let's actually destroy you before anything bad happens. Eat. And should I eat more? We could, but I think I'm rather gonna save that for the next day. Is there a cave? No. Okay. There are quite some caves in this game. So, yeah, I will have to look for coconuts on next day. So let's just sleep through the night for now. And I can basically wake up as soon as the bar is full, but it's gonna be dark until about 6. So now we can at least see something. While the moon is out, you also see quite a lot, but it should be better now. And yeah, coconut mission again. Our stats are getting lower and lower, and it's getting kind of important now. I'm gonna drink this again, since I still have the
Disgusting.
mushrooms. Yeah, water is full, that's great. Ooh, also, bird nest, very nice. Let's take the feather for now, and then the nest. Nest can be used as tinder. Very useful for fire starting. So, mission coconut. There's quite some more trees over there. Let's go back there for now. There's also potential food here. Maybe I should try that. Oh, I just saw something fall. That probably was not a coconut, but a nut. These are great for fat. Ooh, also dinner, come to me. There we go. It's not dinner because, you know, it's the first meal basically, the first proper meal. But there we go. That's a piggy for us. It's gonna solve the protein issue. It's funny because usually the first thing you struggle with is water, and no, the first thing you struggle with is proteins, and now it seems to be water because of a lack of coconuts. Oh, the nuts just fell again. That's nice. Thank you, nuts. Let's we're dirty. We should not eat anything. So we can just wash ourselves for a second. Having a water source nearby is very important. We need probably 2 more nuts here. Yeah, that's great. I could kill more, but I will also need to be able to carry it and to fry it first. Oh, I didn't want to take it. I wanted to eat the mushrooms. Not the water, the mushroom. Thank you. Eat. Carbs all the way. I think there's a coconut. No, that was something else green. Sad. I should also not forget where my base is. So the log that crosses the river, looking into a lusher place with a mountain and not this dead tree, is where we're home. Important to remember. Still no coconuts. There is going to be eventually other means of storing and transporting water, but since I don't quite know where I am, trying to look for that would be suicide. So, oops, don't fall down the ledge. That's a very bad thing to do. Maybe I should try again on the other side of the river where I started, because I thought there were also some palm trees over here. Maybe, maybe not. Am I mistaken? Might as well grab some rope while we're at it. It's never bad to have a lot of rope. I don't see more palm trees in this direction. Oh, also we have leeches. Let's take care of the leeches. Whenever you have a magnifying glass, you should inspect yourself. There we go. One more. Still no sight on there's a palm tree. And again, I'm trying not to run in the jungle because it can be dangerous. So far I haven't seen a snake or anything yet. I don't know what noise that was. Maybe that was not a proper palm tree. I have been fooled. Not one that grows coconuts anyway. There looks like a palm tree. Unless it's the same kind of deal. No, these are palm trees. I thought I heard something there. Oh dear palm tree, would you give me a coconut, please? By this time I already forgot where my base is. It's somewhere in this direction, I guess, but where exactly I don't think I would be able to tell. No coconut on the floor, no coconut in the tree. This is more difficult than I remember. Okay, there's a pathway, but I don't quite want to go through there just yet. There's more palm trees up there, but I don't see any... What was that? Oh well. Yeah, I don't see any coconuts there. I don't think I should venture too far away here. So, let's see. We can use some carbs. Let's eat those. But yeah, I think I should go back towards the direction I came from. And maybe, like, circle around the area for a bit. There's an unknown flower. So, I'm gonna leave that for now. There's two reasons for that, but we're gonna come to that later. That's actually an interesting spot right here. The game does it so well that if it rains here, this hole will fill up with some water where you can wash yourself or grab yourself some water from if you have your device to pick it up with. So really nice. I know this location in particular, I used to have a base here somewhere once in a playthrough where I had to rely on this water hole for quick water access because I didn't want to go all the way down to the river here. Maybe it wasn't exactly here, but somewhere around here. Okay, still cocoa trees with nothing in it. Ooh, what is this? That is actually a place where we might find coconuts. I didn't know that we're that close to this, but I did think that we're in the area of this. So this is a... what? Oh, so there was a cage trap here from the natives. And there's a Brazilian wandering spider. I could take that if I wanted to for food, or I think you might even be able to make a bandage. But yeah, there are certain locations like this one that was occupied by natives. Oh, a bone knife. Nice. So now we learned the blueprint to make a bone knife, which is quite useful. You can also see here, this one has a durability of 100 and our stone blade only of 24. This is because the natives are masters at the craft, so all of their tools are going to be starting at 100%. Also here somewhere... Oh, now we can make a stone ring. Nice, for our fires. It's gonna allow us to have more cooking spots. And I think it also needs less fuel. That's my stone blade. I think somewhere here we should be able to find the tribal fire starter that I already just made. But in case you don't have the blueprint, you should be just able to find that. There's also this one here, a dryer. This is a very useful construction, very tedious to build. It has a lot of pieces, but yeah, it's really great. It usually also adds two variants of something, so we also learned the blueprint for a bamboo dryer. And depending on the region you're in, you want to build with either one of those materials. So I didn't seem to find the fire drill, the tribal fire starter, but that's fine. I also thought there were coconuts here, but apparently that's not the case. Our base is somewhere along this river. Probably in this direction. I think it was flowing downwards where we wanted to go to. Yeah, let's check those trees, but I also don't think they're gonna have any coconuts. Man, I've never been this unlucky with coconuts. But seeing this hut makes me now exactly know where I am on the map. And I know where we might want to go. I don't know exactly how to get out of this place because it's kind of a hidden away location. But at least I have a general idea. That's a squeaky little bastard there, but still no coconuts. There is a bird, and this is something we're going to be harvesting. For mostly the feathers. We do have the meat from it. We also should be able to cook that before it goes bad. Can we actually put it on the dryer here? That would be something not too bad. Because maybe we can make a temporary camp here then. Might even be a better idea. I will not be able to save here though. But let's try putting this meat. It actually works. It's gonna take quite a while until this meat is dried. But then it will not spoil that quickly. We do need food though. So can we dry a snail? No, we cannot. You know what? I'll throw that one out. I don't want to eat that anyway. But I'm gonna eat the shrooms. This one goes bad anyway very quickly, so better use it. We still need water though, and maybe I should have drank before eating that mushroom. But yeah, I do need the meat. So, what was I intending to do? So yeah, the meat does totally work here. It's gonna take quite a while. I don't think I have any resources that I drastically need from my base, so maybe let's just continue searching for coconuts then. There's more trees. Maybe there's gonna be where we're gonna be lucky. Although this might be where we started, I don't quite remember. I don't seem to realize that there was... Oh, I just saw something fall that might have been a coconut. Yes, nice. So you hit it once, then you get this one here. So the coconut has water inside already. We can just drink that. But what's also very important is to craft that into a bidon. That way we can carry water with us. And for now I'm just gonna be using one, but I will want to find more coconuts, and there's actually 2 more in the trees. So I'm gonna just whack my spear at it. There we go. Nice. And the other one as well. Perfect. So now we have 2 more coconuts. I will drink all of that. I think that was a bit too much, but yeah, I will harvest the rest of them. That will give me coconut halves. And if I take the flesh out by either eating them or harvesting them, I can use the shell as a way to collect water or even to boil water in when it's next to a fire. I don't know how they are not catching fire, by the way, so this is a mystery to me. I don't know whether this would work in real life, but at least we have something to do fires now. So I don't think I want to go back to my previous base, because there I don't think it's gonna be all that useful. Also, this one here, very, very important. This is tobacco that allows you to make a tobacco dressing. Now I already have bandages. Now I can combine those with bandages with the tobacco, giving me the tobacco dressing, which is great for venom wounds. So whenever we get poisoned by a snake, which is going to happen sooner or later, let's get rid of flour, we can actually survive that. So I will still need to find more bandages because I cannot put them on normal wounds, like a cut or something like that. But yeah, now we have meat. We have a way to have a water source. And now I just need a fire that is covered somewhat. I think here might be just fine. On the carpet. Wait, here, right. Fire. Yeah, I think that's covered. One more stick. I will leave this. I might want that later. I can always break it down into 2 sticks, but don't think whether that's quite necessary. I also want to take another of this flour because... Oh, there's actually also a stick. In addition to be able to use that as a source for fibers to be able to start fires, you can also make it do a dressing with that. Did you hear that? That's a spider. Whenever you have that, you need to be very careful. If you walk over it, you will get bitten and get, I think, poisoned from them as well. So what I'm gonna do is whack my spear at it. And miss. There we go. Now it's dead. I could use this for something if I wanted to, but I don't think I'm going to. I'm going to take those bananas. They are a great source of carbs. So I also found the stick that I needed for the fire. So let's just put that on there. What time is it? That's alright. Midday. But I mean, I want to be able to have some fire, some water ready for the go. I also want some more bandage leaves. So with our bidon, I should now be able to collect some water from the river. Come on. There we go. And I've filled it with dirty water. I can drink this, but I have the same problem with as with drinking directly from it. So I can now fill this in here, and if I make a fire, which I hope will not go out under here, which I will find out in a second. So making fire, you need to go to the fire starter, use it, and then drag something dry in it, like my dry leaves here. And I hope I am not under open place, so if it goes out, we're screwed. We will need to rebuild the fire somewhere. But as you can see, the water is cooking and eventually will boil. And what we can now do is we can put a lot of different things in there. For example, one of the things you can do is a bone stew or a mushroom stew, and it will give you additional bonuses as well as hydration. Right now we will need some proteins, so maybe we'll grab ourselves a frog or something. So as you can see there in the bottom right, we also had a -3 for food poisoning. So something great to know, the bone infusion cures food poisoning. Food poisoning. I can't talk. Let's eat a banana and fill those guys up again. Let's get as well some more water here in our bidon. So what else? I still need some more proteins. So, maybe there's an animal around that would gift us its flesh, because those are still not dry yet, and they're not gonna be for a while. But you know what? Let's just take this macaw meat, throw it into the water to make a little soup. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Come on. So this will give me proteins and energy. Oh, let's get the lizard. I think I've never hunted one of these. Oh, the bananas just respawned. Where did it go? Lizard. There's a cage trap. I mean, we could fry this spider here, but I'm not that thrilled about it. I hear it rattling through the bushes, but I don't know where it is. I saw it go away before, but I have no clue where it is now. Apart from that, I don't know whether there's other animals nearby. I could kill a frog. Give me your meat. So, frog. Let's harvest the frog. For some more meat. We're good. I mean, we're halfway on proteins. That's not too terrible. I mean, it's getting evening. So also not too bad there. Hydration is full because we've been drinking soup all day. Let's just eat those. Why not? So, we now have 2 bowls with clean water. If it still works, we'll be able to drag it over here and it's still clean water. So what I'm gonna do is I put the other 2 coconut halves on here. Fill them up with water to boil it. Now since my bidon is empty, I can fill up the water from those bowls to have a portable water source. Which is something very useful. So yeah, I have now some water with me. And another great thing I can do with the coconut bowls, I can just leave them open in the open here, and whenever it rains, they're going to fill up with rainwater. Which is a... What's this sound? Which is a great source for clean water. They're in the open, right? Yeah, I think that should count. Okay, so anything else here? I mean, our meat is probably gonna take about 8 days or so, I think. Until it's really dry. But I think you can even keep it then for a whole day. Let's just see what we can get this little capybara here. Damn it. So this part of the hunt is very dangerous. It can easily get you killed. I think that's not the one. We just lost our spear, meaning we will need to get more stones for a stone blade and a long stick for the spear shaft. They usually bleed out after... Is that it? After being hit. So... No, that's just a log. Oh well. It is getting evening though, so I should not venture too far. But a smoke column is a great way to find your base again, but it also has a chance of attracting natives, which will try to kill you, so be wary of that. Yeah, there's no way I find that again. So let's make ourselves a new spear. I can also make a bone spear somehow. I don't quite remember how that works. Ah, even like this, easy. You can also make a spear with just the stick. That also works. Maybe let's see whether we can find another one. We just need to hit it a bit better. Also, poison dart frogs. Don't pick those up. Because it's literally in the name. Okay, I do hear something. I would prefer if it looks at me frontally, because then I can just whack my spear in it. Is it the little one here? No, that's also a pig somewhere. I mean, I can eat you. There we go. Just need to catch up with it, and it will retreat back into its shell, and then you slaughter it. Sad, but what will you do? Also, we found some more of these bandage plants. Very important. So now what I also wanted to do before is craft a bandage and combine it with our big leaves there. I can also eat that, but I have no clue what it does. I also don't remember what the lily dressing does, but oh well. I'm sure it does something good. We might check our book to see what it does. But as for right now, I think we're safe. So, might need to reorganize this a little bit. Don't need the flour just now. You can fit a lot of things into your storage if you arrange it properly. I definitely want to make some... What's it called? Arrows, there we go. Very important for hunting, of course. think we will be able to make just 4. That will go just fine. I think 4 arrows is a good number to start out with. Because I think you can have 5 in a stack. Perfect. The bones can maybe go here for now. I will not have to carry those all that much with me. We do have leeches, so maybe let's check those out for a second. You. There is another one. But I should also check whether my fire goes out. Also, it's probably going to be difficult to hit in the dark. Oh, I got him. Nice. Give me the arrow back, please. There we go. We're gonna be very dirty from this, so we will have to wash up. And I might put some of these in a soup instead of drying it, because we're gonna need to eat sooner. So since I have the red mushrooms, I will just drink from the river. Also, there's another animal here. Just because that saves me the clean water I already have in my bidon. Otherwise, I'll have to do that again. I don't feel like it. There's also fish, and which might be something we want to get, but I think it's going to be difficult this way. So yeah, let's take a sip here. Okay, how much water do we have? Okay, let's just eat those shroomses. And now we're good again. You're walking right through my camp, that's very nice. While your brethren are drying up here. We would actually be able to fit everything here, but I think we might need it before. Let's keep the armadillo meat and put that in a stew. These don't have water inside, but I think the coconut halves that are out here have water. So let's put one of those in here just to cook the meat up and gather it again from here. So from the other one I can now drink. That was probably pointless, but oh well. Let's drink that water. Wait, what? I did put the... Oh god, I didn't put the meat in there. Smart me. Really, very smart. There we go. Oh well. This one really wants to die, huh? Alright, let's give ourselves some soup and then go to rest. That was 22 proteins. Pretty nice. We're almost full now. So, in case... I think I should make a second bidon, but that would require another coconut. I will try to get another coconut over here. I think it wasn't all too far. The reason is having 2 containers you can store water in allows you to have one for clean and one for dirty water, which is very useful to kind of shove things back and forth. There might be something in the trees, I'm not quite sure. Where did I find the other one before? Oh, animal droppings. These can be useful later if I so desire. No coconuts. Also, those green mushrooms or yellow mushrooms, they glow green at night, which I think looks fantastic. Now, where did I find those coconuts? Wasn't it here? So many animal sounds. You know what? The moon is getting high. Let's just go home. It's no use. And also try not to run too much in order not to get killed. Oh, oranges. Do we need them right now? We can eat them in the morning though. Also I want to take some more energy pills here. Come on, give me more, give me more, give me more. Yeah, there we go. 5 even. Nice. best mushrooms ever. If you ever catch a fever, they are a very good way to kind of survive that, because a fever will drain your water incredibly quick, and also your energy. So having a way to restore your energy is a very good idea. So yeah, I can just fill that back up. That was the reason I wanted to do. I don't actually know why, but let's just fill that up for now. Fill these, or take the water from these, I meant. And oh right, I just wanted to put out the fire. That's what I wanted to do. Then let's reverse this. You go in here, you go in here, and whoosh. That's why I wanted dirty water, because, you know, that's has been a little bit of a waste of water. The reason I did that is if I leave it on, the smoke might attract natives, and I don't want that. Let's sleep in the hammock for now. Eventually, you can build yourself a very nice base where you have all your things there, and yeah, generally just a lot of things to be prepared for. Like right now, I have access to water. I do want to have more meat, though. These are not anywhere close to being done. How much do we have here? Let's actually take that with us, and then we're just gonna go for an exploration towards a direction that I think we might get out here. And I'm not sure whether we will make back in time for sleeping here, but that's all right. Let's eat some coconut flesh for the fats, and now we're practically full. We just need some proteins, which we can get when we come back here. There's a frog quacking. All right, so from here we will need to go west, if I remember correctly. Might as well take the bow out, because we will need to be training with the bow. Because right now when I draw, it does this. And it's very hard to actually hit anything like that. So the higher your bow skills get, the less strong this effect is. And it's easiest if we have an immobile enemy, like for example a frog when they sit still, or a scorpion, like some small critter like that. Okay, okay, that was a snake. Goodbye. And I have now been poisoned. So we have now a bite on probably this leg here. Yes. And since I'm already prepared, I can put a tobacco dressing on that to get rid of the poisoning. But you can see we also have a fever. And to get the fever away, there's only very few options. And I think the best one is going back to my camp and doing exactly that. I think a bone infusion cures fever. I might be mistaken, but we need access to water anyway. Ooh, avocados, very great. They are super awesome fruits. I don't like them in real life, but oh well. Sometimes a man's gotta eat. So you can already see my condition lowering. That's still from the poison, but that should go away in a second. And yeah, also my energy is decreasing rapidly. So water, I think, is not a problem for now. We will always be able to heal that. We also have leeches. Oh my god. So yeah, I didn't get far in my exploration and I'm already dying. That's how brutal it can be in the long dark. Not in the long dark. Sorry, in green hell. Let's get our dry stuff here. As long as we still have energy, I want to make a fire. Okay, the poison is gone, so our wound has healed, but we still have a fever. And let's actually get some more wood on here. Alright, we need to act quickly. I also don't know whether we find maybe hints in our book here. Sanity, venom, leech, fever. Plants that naturally reduce fever will speed up the healing process, which I don't know what that would be. Kills parasites when eaten. Carbs. I don't know that yet. Yeah, you have to kind of try out, right? Anti-venom, antitoxin, antihistamine, basic dressing. Okay, so for now, it doesn't seem like we know any cures, so let's just throw an avocado in this one and a bone in that one. Maybe it's gonna help.
God, I'm thirsty.
Yes, I know. So that didn't cure us. That did, though. Yeah, bone infusions. Bones are a very useful thing for both fats, for making the infusions that cure the sickness and, well, whatever we had right now. So, again, we have the same problem like we had before. Let's maybe drag those out and store our water in there for a second. Because I would like to retain my proper water. Can take some dirty one to put out the fire. That almost seems like a wasted fire, but oh well. Okay, so now let's gather the water up again. And I think we're basically ready to go back for exploration. We should eat some energy shrooms here. How much time did we lose? Not all that much. Let's give ourselves the rest of those shrooms just to get back to full energy. And back we go. It was this direction, right? Yes, we wanted to go west. Yes, and as I've shown before, dangers of running. So I'm still doing it again. But, you know, sometimes it's hard to learn. It might also have already respawned. I need to be careful. I think it's not here. Alright, perfect. So, river's going through there. I think I can't. Nope, there's a big stone there if I wanted that. And if I continue west here, that would be straight up. Okay, well, that's not an option for me. But I mean, going alongside the cliffs might yield entrances to caves that we can find. But yeah, since I don't see very far, I'm not sprinting right here. Could be very dangerous, as we already found out before. So luckily, I already had the things to cure my fever, and there we go, that's a cave. To cure my fever, otherwise this would have been a pretty bad disaster. So yeah, caves, very important. Get rid of the scorpions. They are quite poisonous. Caves also have obsidian and iron deposits, which are coming later. I mean, I can already use the obsidian, but for now it would be just unnecessary ballast. And I don't want that. Okay, that is a closed cave. That doesn't lead anywhere. I could also eat the scorpion, but then again, no thank you. Don't need that. But I'm already low on water. That stupid fever depleted all my water resources. I might drink from the river again, because I still have one blue mushroom. And also now I have these. So yeah, I can drink from the river as long as I have access to mushrooms that cure any kind of parasites. Oh, nuts. Nice. Okay. I think I know this location, and this is basically the safest location you can get in the game, because tribespeople for some reason cannot walk over these logs, so here you cannot be attacked. And it is a marvelously beautiful place, let me show you. As far as I know, there's also no snakes or other bad creatures around. So this is really just a beautiful place here. It's also great for fishing, so you can just stand here with a fishing spear and shoot those fishes. Actually, maybe you can even shoot it with an arrow. But I'm not going to try. I don't quite need it right now. There's also those lilies on the water. I don't actually know how they're called. Are they also called lilies? Let's go for a swim. As far as I'm concerned, there are no piranhas in this water here. And if so, we will find out shortly. But yeah, there's another place to go from here. Also, beehive. Very careful around those. I wanted to get a lily, water lily, in order to get a thing that we can cure, I think, food poisoning and potentially also a fever. Might just find one along here. Usually they grow quite abundantly here. I don't know why I haven't found any yet. But yeah, going for a nice swim here might be comfortable in this hot weather. I think there's definitely no lilies. Oh no, there. Now I see them. They will decay, so I will just take one because I want to sample it so that I know what kind of effects it has. I can check it up in my book afterwards. So I can eat that or probably also put it in a stew. Let's just see. Let's eat one. So -2 food poisoning. Okay, that's good information. That was here, right? That's Morinera. Water lily. Treats food poisoning. Okay, so I actually don't even remember where on the map this is. But that would mean then I will have to go north, potentially, from where I am. Because I can't go further west. I have reached the... Wait, no, that's west. But yeah, I have reached the edge there. You're thirsty, right? I wanted to drink. Let's do that. Drink. This water is only unsafe, so there's only a chance of getting parasites. Because the dirty water has a 100% chance of getting it. Perfect. We didn't even get any. So, still need to find a way out of this confinement area here. There might be a snake somewhere here. Not quite sure. I can make another lily dressing with those leaves, but I think I'm fine for now. What direction is this? Northeast. It's not necessarily a direction I would want to go. Also, should I get them? I think I have enough for now. Whatever. You can never have enough. Some more rotten carcasses. At least I don't need to look for coconuts anymore. Actually, I didn't bring any shells, so maybe that wasn't a good idea. There seems to be a path through here. Not quite sure whether this leads anywhere. I'm also keeping an eye out on snakes or spiders, although spiders you rarely ever see, you just hear them. But there might also be beehives or anthills, to which you should also not go too close to. Still nothing here for now. There was a lizard that just ran away. That is a platform that feels familiar. Maybe there's a cave here. There is actually a cave here, and I almost missed it. It's also quite hard to see. No scorpions around. There is some obsidian here. So hard to aim when the game doesn't want you to aim. But yeah, that's basically free training. do not want to walk too fast here because I might not be able to see any scorpions. Also, I think that is weird. Let me fix you. I don't think that led anywhere different now. Also, I feel like I can't even get out of here. Nope. Can't even get out. Oh well. That cave was practically useless then. What time is it? Okay. Kinda worried that we might not actually find the location I'm trying to find in the time that we have left. That's the river. I think that's our camp location, yes. Okay, then I must be lost because I thought it must be over here. I'm just thinking, like, what direction is this? This is north. Okay. Yes, the exit, I think, is there. There are maps online, by the way, if you want to use those, but I think it would take something away from the experience of the game. There is going to be in-game maps that we will be able to find, and one is actually going to be in the location that I'm trying to find. Oh, by the way, there's an anthill right there. If you hold a torch, you can go up close and even catch an ant that you can use for kind of stitching your lacerations. Did I even go past here? I don't remember. This all seems like land I haven't gone through yet. Oh, careful that you don't fall off the log. Oh no, oh no. Oh, that went... I think I got injured, unless it's leeches. Oh, it's just a leech. That's alright. But yeah, it feels like now I have even less clue where I am right now. I still want to go west, though, generally. Because this would probably just lead me back to where I just was, in this kind of oasis area. There is actually a cave up there. Maybe that leads through the mountain. Let me check that. There it looks cavey. Not quite sure. But yeah, let's find that oasis again. Yeah, there we go. So, if I remember correctly, there should be a cave entrance just alongside this wall. Along with some spider or snake. So I have to be careful. Not here. Ah, Jesus, that scared me. I think that was the one we just found, right? That was the one we were just in. Yeah. The useless one. I don't want to run because the scorpions might have already respawned, but yes, this is the one that we were already in. So, not leading to the outside. But if I go this direction, follow the wall, I might eventually find a way out. And this is the plan for now. How is our vitals? We could use a nut. Let's eat a nut. There we go. Also, always check that you're not dirty. Otherwise, you're gonna get yourself some nice parasites, and you don't want that. I think the fruits don't really have much spoil timer left, so we might as well use those rather soon. There is the river going away. We might need to use this one here, and I think this is the way we originally came from, because I think our camp is right there. Oh, right, this is the access. We need a grappling hook, which we don't have. Then I don't even know the way out of here. But yeah, we will have to walk around side the walls here, and eventually we'll find a place we can go through. Because there's no such way as you being locked in. But I think that means I will go back to camp because it is getting late and I don't want to spend the night somewhere in the open. And we do have meat that is still drying here. I don't know how long it still takes. Probably still quite a while. Yeah, that's not anywhere done. But we could get, if we're getting lucky, some more meat here that we can cook up for more of that. Let's just drink all that. Actually, we should probably put them in the rain. That way we can collect some rainwater. They make weird sounds for some reason. So, yeah, I guess I would have to discover some more into this direction alongside the cliffs until I find something. But I think this is also a good opportunity to stop the game, but I will have to save at my other camp, so that would have been there, if I remember correctly, right? The log, crossing the water. No, but it's not the same place. Then it must be over here. Yes. Right? No, it was towards a mountain of sorts. Guys, I'm already lost again. Down here, maybe. Don't fall down the tree. Keeping your bearings, not easy in this game, I'm telling you. I just saw a coconut fall. Somewhere on the ground. I don't think I need it, although I wanted to make a second bidon. So, towards a mountain. There is a mountain, but that's not the place I originally was, I think. Now it's getting dark and I'm nowhere near... Wait. I'm confused. This is the place where the water goes through the rock. Did I just run in circles? If so, then my base would be here. I mean the natives camp. And it is not, so I'm now completely... No, actually, wait, it's there. Or not. No, it's not. Never mind, I'm lost. No, it is there. So confusing. I also just have a very bad sense of orientation, if you couldn't tell. So... Yeah, where is my camp? Let's drink that water. Do we have some room spare in my bidon? I do not. So we don't need to worry about keeping some. But okay, we're full on water. I do wish to end the episode here, but it seems like I will have to build something in order to do that. So maybe let's do that. Otherwise we can save. So this is a part of the modular buildings that you can do. And it's, I think, easier to build than anything else. So I don't even know... Oh, not the bamboo version, sorry. Goodbye. I need the regular version. I usually build the bamboo ones because I think they just look so much better. And now we need a tree. Come on. There we go. Let's take those logs and put them right there. Building with bamboo feels so much faster than with any other material. And in general, even in real life, I'm a very big fan of bamboo because you can do so many things with it. Oh, we're full on ropes. Please give me another long stick. There we go. Now we just need one more tree that gives us long sticks, and I think this one might just work very well. Perfect. And all we will need then is some ropes, which I think we already have enough of. And then just something to cover this up. And then we can save the game. So, let's see here. I think palm is probably the best option. There's palm trees there. Yes, there's palm trees. Let's do palm. And it is already getting dark. So I think we're gonna sleep until tomorrow and then call it there. For playing purposes, this is, or like video making purposes, this game is probably a bit more difficult because you have to plan ahead really well where you want to go in order not to end up in a situation where you have to make a temporary shelter just for being able to save. So, no, that's a bigger one that might yield nuts that I don't want to cut down. This one.
No.
Oh no, my axe. I still have stones, right? Yeah. I can also make a bone axe, by the way. That's also always a possibility. Though I don't quite know how this one works, the recipe for it. Alright, we needed 5 more. Let's take 5 more. Perfect. And bring that over. Alright, so we are also dirty, so I want to wash up quickly. And then have some dinner. What do we have even? So we have avocado that's about to go bad. Let's eat one of those. We're practically full on carbs. The mushrooms hold... Oh, those are practically used up. Let's eat them. Before they spoil. Basically this one will spoil as well until the next time I'm awake. So carbs are good. It's just meat now, which I think is still drying. Yes. And we don't have any meat here, so we'll have to wait for that. So let's go to sleep. And then in the morning, we're going to save and call it an episode. Oh, you don't want to sleep just until 3. We will not be able to see anything at 3. So a little more. And then let's wake up at like 6. Okay, so now we have a watch symbol that tells us that one of our stats is so low that we're starting to take damage. And this is meat, so we need proteins now. But that is a problem for the next time. Thank you very much, have a good time, and goodbye.